Germany's youth revolt. Germany's Generation Z is rising in fury, staging nationwide protests against Chancellor Friedrich Merz's push to revive military service. Demonstrators call it a recruitment of death, warning their future is being stolen by politicians preparing for a war they did not choose. Berlin insists it's voluntary, but Merz's goal is Europe's strongest army. And his opponents say he is forcing Germany into a war economy under the shadow of Russia.
This military service is voluntary, and it remains so as long as everything goes well as we imagine it. But yes, to be honest, and that's why I am here this morning, if it is not enough, and if the threat situation continues to develop in the same way or worsens, we will not be able to avoid discussing a mandatory partial military service to protect this country. Our partners are looking at us. Our allies are looking at Germany. It is often reflected back to me, and we should be aware of this, that we have long since become the pace-setter of defense in Europe.
Teenagers becoming the first target. Mandatory medical exams are coming for young men born after January 2008. Students say they refuse to be trained to kill and accuse lawmakers of turning them into frontline material for geopolitical ambitions.
The situation is dangerous, so you must serve. Where exactly, for what exactly, you will only find out on site. What kind of procedure is that? No transparent planning, no open communication. If they command you tomorrow to bless the murder and declare the war holy, then there's only one thing to do. Say no. You, representative, if you are ordered today to send our children into compulsory service, then there's only one thing. Say no.
Bitter parliamentary clash over militarism. Merz's push faces fierce resistance, especially from those who warn that Germany is abandoning its decades-old peace identity and surrendering to war logic.
We have the reality of war, and therefore, it comes down to peace policy. Peace policy is what we must achieve. That is the justification for all efforts when the debt brake is lifted to allow for investments. If we must once again have a defensible Bundeswehr, we must be able to defend ourselves again in order not to have to defend ourselves. That is our guiding principle for peace policy. We have a threat situation that is real, that is serious, and we no longer have the US government on our side. This is a new situation that we haven't faced in 80 years.
Fear of forced deployments abroad. AfD lawmakers also attacked the plan, warning Germany's youth could be sent to war far from home with zero legal protections.
Across the country, concerns are growing about whether our children will be sent into conflicts beyond our borders in the future. This law offers no guarantees, neither a restriction to the national territory nor an exclusion of deployments abroad. Citing the war in Ukraine, a law is being rushed through at breakneck speed that mandates conscription made easier. The law is a quick fix, not well thought out, full of contradictions and characterized by unrealistic assumptions.
The bill barely passed, laying bare a fractured Germany. Critics accuse Merz of pushing youth toward death, while politicians protect their own.
Once again, do not exploit the young people by telling them there is an obligation or that this is bravery. Give the young people the chance to decide voluntarily to protect our country. And I am very sure that there will be no obligation. Do not underestimate the young generation. They will stand up for our country and our freedom. Thank you.
Tonight, young Germans are asking the one question politicians won't answer. If war is coming, why must the youth bleed for it?